Hi everyone, welcome to Advice to Think Twice. This is Monica and I'm doing our June 2021 readings. Okay. This is going to be for Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs. As always, keep an open mind, take what resonates, and be sure to watch all your signs in order to get all the messages that may pertain to you. The specials are now over, but all my other private reading offers are still available. So if you're interested in a private reading, you can check out the website in the description below. Alright, so what's going on for Pisces in the month of June 2021? I'm using the Klimt Tarot deck. It's absolutely beautiful. Hope you enjoy it. Pisces for June 2021. There we go. Judgment, 9 of Cups, 7 of Swords, 6 of Wands in the Foundation, the High Priestess in the past, Queen of Swords in the near future, 4 of Swords, 8 of Swords, 5 of Swords. Jesus, is this 9 of Wands. Alright, Pisces, what are you dealing with? Bottom of the deck, the 4 of Cups. The 4 of Cups talks about, and the Page of Cups under that, there's a conversation, there's an offer, an invitation, someone wanting to talk to you, and it could be something you've heard before with the 4 of Cups. It can be the energy of on again, off again connections. It can be it's just something you've heard before, right? It's something you've had to deal with before, and the 4 of Cups is like, I'm just not impressed. I don't care anymore, right? It's about an offer that is made that you don't particularly want. Okay, so let's see what else we're getting here. Coming into the situation, we have Judgment. So Judgment is, again, news from the past. Mercury is retrograde. We all now know that. We know what it means. So we're going to see a bunch of the same type of energy throughout the reads. But this is the past coming back, knocking on your door. It could be, someone coming back, an opportunity coming back around, an issue that you've dealt with previously. Here it is again, right? It's where you try something again, or it's an offer. It's presented to you. Because with the Judgment card, whatever is coming back or whatever the conversation is, yes, it can be to resurrect something, but it can also be to release something, right? To free yourself from a situation. The challenge with the 9 of Cups is that what is coming back around is actually something you really, really wanted at one time. And so it's difficult. It's not as easy to say no, because it's almost like, well, what if this time, but that was the same conversation every single time this came back. But what if this time, right? No, I don't want it, but what if this time it works? What if this time they mean it? What if this time it goes through? It's something that it is a wish come true for you. It is something you dearly, dearly wanted, and you viewed it as your dream situation at one point in time. Okay, I'm reading the energy, so you apply it as it makes sense to you, whether it's in your love life, whether it's to do with work or friends, family, or something within yourself that you're trying to release or let go of, whatever the case may be. Okay, in the Foundation, we have the 6 of Wands. So at the bottom of everything, there is this sense of victory, but also it's transitory. 6 is a temporary energy. So basically, you're dealing with something that it cannot go further than what it already has. You have a little win with it, where it's like, okay, this time it seems okay, this time it seems better, this time it seems different, but it can only go so far. Why? Because it's not meant to be in your life for a long term. That's why. But it's something that makes you very, very happy, and it's almost like, but what if I can make it long term? In the Foundation with the 6 of Wands, though, it's like, it's a short-term situation, and the more we try to prolong it, the worse off we get. In the past, we have the High Priestess, so it can be a situation where you haven't heard from this person in a really long time. There has been no communication, you haven't seen each other, and here they are out of the blue back again. And it's like with the Nine of Cups, you still feel about the situation the way you did back then, right? Does that make sense? It's almost like it just takes you back there, no matter how long it's passed, how long has passed. There's also, with the High Priestess, there's a lot of potentially information that you've searched for, that you've uncovered, or this is work you've done with yourself to learn more about, why do I feel this way about this? Why does this have power over me the way it does? But it also could be a time of waiting, right? You just had to wait. It was completely out of your control. You just had to wait. Crowning you, we have the Seven of Swords. And with the Seven of Swords, there is an element of self-sabotage here, I have to be honest. Because with the High Priestess in your reading, you know exactly what's going on. The Seven of Swords crowning you tells me that you're trying to put a specific spin on a situation. You're trying to convince yourself of something that you actually know it's not true. Okay, does that make sense? It could also be someone else speaking to you about this, and someone else trying to convince you this is a good thing, this is great, this is amazing. But you actually already know what the truth is with the situation. And when they're talking to you and they're not being truthful, you already know that. Which takes us to the near future, which is the Queen of Swords. The Queen of Swords is cutting something or cutting someone out. I do feel that whatever is coming back is something that at one point made you very, very happy. I do feel like there is an element of someone being taken advantage of over and over again, to the point where you don't really, you're kind of numb to the situation. And when they now come back yet again and they give you the same story that they always have, it's like with the Queen of Swords, I see exactly what this is now. I was unable to before for whatever reason. I see the pattern, I see the lies, I see the manipulation, and you're cutting it out. And there's no regret, there's no remorse, there's disappointment rather than feeling like you're actually losing something good, because you know it's not. Does that make sense? And I do feel like something has been revealed to you in between the last time you talked about this and now, or the last time you dealt with this person or situation and now. Something has been revealed to you, whether it's through personal work and study, or working with someone else, or people just telling you things, coming to light about the situation, about the other person, things they may have said and done regarding you, etc. Something has come to light. And so this time when they come back around, you see the pattern, you see the manipulation, you see the lies. So it's not difficult for you this time to completely cut ties. Right? Because look at it, she's looking right at it. Right? Here's this thing portraying to be your dream come true. Because like, you remember how you feel about me, or you remember how good it was together, or remember, you know, we talked about this previously and we were going to promote you, or remember, right? They're playing on, remember the good old days? You see right through it, right? Because you have the High Priestess and the Queen of Swords looking at each other. In the position representing you, we have the Four of Swords. So you have taken a step back. I feel like whatever this is, it will not take you out of your peace. Because with the High Priestess in your past, again, in between last time you dealt with this and now when it's coming back, you have taken a step back, you've withdrawn from this and other things and people to find your peace, to heal, to find a balance, to find a happy place and a healthy place. And so in the position representing you with the Four of Swords, you are staying in that happy and healthy place. This will not shake you. This will not take away your peace. You won't let it, right? In your environment, we do have the Eight of Swords. I feel like this person that you're dealing with is going to become spiteful and just mean because you see them for who they are. And because this in your environment with the Eight of Swords, it could be where you block them. You tell them to stop calling, you tell them to stop coming around, you tell them a very firm no. You could even be talking about, if you don't stop, I'm going to get some legal advice or legal action, right? In hopes and fears, we have the Five of Swords. So there's almost... The Five of Swords is the take no prisoners card, right? I don't care as long as I get my way. So there's a hope that you will be able to almost like intimidate this person enough for them to completely back off, because they see that you're not afraid to use that sword. You're gonna use it, right? You mean what you say. There's no more manipulation, right, that they have over you. No control, no nothing. The fear is, I wonder what they're going to do. I wonder how they're going to take this. I wonder if they're going to become spiteful. I wonder if they're going to try to hurt me one way or another. In the outcome, though, we have the Nine of Wands. The Nine of Wands is holding your ground, holding your position. I feel the Nine of Wands as an energy of the Six of Wands in terms of not being shaken, not being thrown off. Yes, you've been through a lot, absolutely, but you're not on the back foot. You're not feeling like a victim in here. You're feeling victorious. You're feeling like, you know what, I'm holding my ground, I'm holding my position. I've been through a lot, but I'm stronger for it. I'm not backing down. Right? You drew a line in the sand and you are making sure that is respected. Okay? So, as it is with Mercury retrogrades, a bunch of things and people from the past come back around, usually the ones that aren't healthy. Usually the ones where there's unfinished business, usually the ones where there's a personal lesson, there's a karmic lesson attached. That is the situation here yet again. It could be on again, off again relationship. It could be someone, where they keep promising you they're going to change, whether it's friends, family, with work, whatever. Someone keeps promising you they're going to change and they never do. Someone keeps asking for second chances. Someone keeps asking for more time, and then nothing happens. And even though it is something that at one point seemed like a dream come true, maybe even felt like a dream come true, unfortunately, we see the pattern with the Four of Cups, the Seven of Swords, the Queen of Swords, and the High Priestess. We see the pattern. We see it was about ego. It was about control more than what we thought it was about that actually made us happy. Does that make sense? And I do feel that a lot of it comes from a temporary situation that we tried to make long term. That we weren't ready to release when it happened for whatever reason, and so it just keeps coming back because we're still open to it. And I feel like this is a time when we can permanently close the door on something and be at peace about it and confident about it, actually, as opposed to feeling like we've lost something or something was taken away, etc. I do feel like for some of you, you will protect and defend your peace at all costs, the peace that you've found, the stability that you've found. And listen, this can be within yourself, absolutely. But it could also be in terms of, let's say, money, and you keep giving this person money because they keep asking and saying, I'm going to do better, or they have an addiction, or they're just bad with money, right? Or whatever the case may be. And they keep coming to you asking for more and more and more, making all these promises, I'm never going to do this again, blah, 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 and they keep just doing the same thing. And finding your peace and stability could mean where you've brought yourself back to a stable place in your financial situation, right? And that is what you are defending. I'm not going to destabilize myself financially for you ever again. Does that make sense? So take the energy as it makes sense to you, right? Because it can be a million different scenarios for everyone. And I could sit here for a week and still not get through all of them, right? Or even most of them, because there's so many people in the world. So that's why I'm reading the energy, trying to give examples here and there, or speaking about a particular example if it's brought up, but you take it as it makes sense to you. And it looks like you can finally be done with an unhealthy cycle in your life where you can have this complete shift of focus, shift in energy. You're taking your energy back from this once and for all, okay? I feel like when this comes back, even though there's still like a glimmer of hope of, oh, okay, maybe this time, right? As soon as they open their mouths and they say the same story, right? Maybe different words, but same story. To you, it's like, thank you. I needed that to be 100% sure that it is the right thing to do to cut you off and move on. It is 100% sure for me to be 100% sure there is nothing more for me here. And I don't leave with a heavy heart, and I don't leave with bitterness, and it's done, right? I don't feel anything about it anymore. And that in itself is a lot to say, right? So, that's what I have for you, Pisces. Let me know what this is about for you guys. Let me know what you're dealing with. But you're on the right path. You're on the right track. If the opportunity for a conversation comes up and you're feeling like you're strong enough to have that conversation, and you feel like maybe I should, stop trying to avoid it and actually have the conversation, I feel like, not that I'm encouraging anyone to do anything, you trust your own intuition and you do what you know is best, because for some people, you don't even have to talk to this person, right? It's just seeing the pattern from the outside looking in. But if you do feel like, maybe I should stop avoiding this and actually have that conversation, see what happens, I do feel like you're going to see, same thing, very clearly see the pattern. It's the same thing. Nothing's changed, nothing's different. This is the way they're doing it. See everything, the motives, how they went about it, the manipulation, everything, to the point where it's like, perfect. I see everything, and I see, know, and feel like there's nothing for me here, and I'm at peace, and I'm happy with that, and completely close that cycle, okay? So whether it's walking away from a person, walking away from an addictive or self-sabotaging behavior within yourself, whether it's walking away from, again, like a vicious cycle with a friend or a family member or something going on with work, it's a very freeing energy, okay? So basically, as the Mercury retrograde encourages us to do, don't be afraid to re-look at a situation, because that's why things and people and situations come back during a Mercury retrograde, to be revisited, readdressed, repaired, or released, right? So I'll leave it there, Pisces. Let me know what you're dealing with. As I say, always looking forward to your feedback. Hope this helps if you are dealing with these energies. Be sure to watch your sun, your moon, your rising, your Venus, any other sign you want to watch. And I'll see you in the next video. Have a great month. Bye for now.